Hello my friends, I have been posting videos on this channel, but this channel lacks a specific topic and the direction in which I want to move. I want to give a direction to this channel and I want to create content which revolve around the things that I love and the things that I like. So I'll explain what are the topics that I want to cover, and I'll also like to explain what is the problem with those topics. The topics that I am interested are mainly software development, programming, IT, web development, programming languages like PHP, JavaScript, Rust, React, etc. These type of things. Now, I love software development, but the problem with software development, and especially on YouTube and all the other medias, is that I would watch a video about the topics I love, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then I'll either get bored or I will get overwhelmed by the information that is being fired at me. So I'll take a break and watch some gossip videos and some light entertainment. And I can watch those gossip videos for 8-10 hours. It's not that I do, or at times I do, but there's a feeling of wasting my time. But when I come to those technical videos, they are so heavy, it is difficult to digest, that one cannot watch a 2 hours video about programming in one session. You need to stop, you need to sum up what you have collected, and then you need break. So I was thinking, how can I create videos about the topics that I love in such a way that they become consumable? So in simple words, what I'll try from this point onward is to create a channel which is consumable technological knowledge. I'll talk about technologies, but the way I'll present should be such that one should not get bored of it. One should be able to see a video just like you watch any other fun video. Obviously, of course, there's a limit to this, but I'll give it a try. So here are some of the techniques that I intend using, and I'll request everyone who is listening to this video to please help me out. Give me suggestions in your comments, etc., to how further I can improve. So the techniques that I will use in presenting this technological knowledge to you is, first of all, is pictorial form. Most of the technology videos that we see are in the form of code or lectures where there's a person talking, and as he is talking you have to draw an image in your head, which becomes cumbersome, which becomes difficult after 20 minutes or so. And watching code, etc., is also, you have to follow it line by line, and after 10-20 minutes you need rest, you need break. So how can we present the same topics in such a manner that you can consume it for hours and still not get tired? The answer is in pictorial form. Think about it. If I give you a page from telephone directory and I ask you to remember it, a page on telephone directory will have 100 telephone numbers. Now it may take you a week to cram up that information, even more. Like, it is so difficult. You have to remember the name and then the telephone number and then which telephone number corresponds to which name. But when you watch a movie of 2-3 hours, when you come out of a movie, you remember everything about it. Which scene had rain in it, which scene came first, which scene came last, who were the actors, what was the dress they were wearing, which car was they trying. Now this is huge amount of information, but still you remember this within 2 or 3 hours and you remember it for years. The only difference between remembering a page from telephone directory and remembering a movie is that movie is in pictorial form, whereas the numbers and the names, they are not in pictorial forms. And human brain is designed to remember pictures, not words, not numbers, not alphabets. So my attempt, the first rule or the first technique that I intend using is to convert the technological knowledge into pictorial form. The second concept is emphasis on concepts. Now, when you are a new developer, you are interested in learning the loops, if statements, how to write a function. But these are very primitive subjects. Like there are many videos on YouTube where learn PHP in one video, and in a matter of 1 or 2 hours you can learn the entire syntax. There is no point for me to make the same video again and again. Like if I make a video learn JavaScript in 1 hour, there are like 100 videos like that on YouTube. So there's no point in making that again. But what about the basic concepts of JavaScript? What about that? Of course, there are many videos about that, but if you understand the basic concepts of JavaScript, you would understand that those concepts are not exclusive to JavaScript. They are simple programming concepts. And once you learn those concepts, then you know how they're applied in JavaScript or in Python or in PHP. The concepts are the same. So the emphasis will be on concepts, IT concepts, technological concepts, and then we will map those concepts to the language that we are learning. But basically these concepts are agnostic to the languages. Languages just implement one way of doing a thing. So that is how it will help us, that this is the concept, PHP implements it like this, and JavaScript implements it like that. So this is the second technique. Third technique that I would use is slow and digestible delivery. Now, I have watched many movies, many videos on which say that learn assembly language in half an hour, learn PHP in 2 hours, or books like I read 50 books a day or 50 books a week, something like that. Anyways, the point is, how much do you retain? How much do you internalize? How much do you remember after a month of reading a book? If you read one book a week, after a month you have read 4 books. After 10 months you have read 40 books. Do you remember all that is written? And even if you are such a genius that you remember, have you implemented that in your life, in your programming, in your day-to-day living? If you have not remembered it and you have not implemented it, what is the point of learning all that? It is like a mule with books loaded on it if you cannot use it. So my emphasis will be on slow delivery, such that you can digest it, and I can digest it, I can learn from it. So the videos may be long, the concept explained may be less dense, they'll have less knowledge, but I will like to go in depth and forensically study those concepts, such that the viewer should absorb those concepts. After seeing the movie, the viewer will not be required to repeat the movie, maybe required to repeat the movie, but he would not required to go around and carry out his own research, because obviously every video of mine would be after a lot of research, and obviously I watch other videos as well on that topic as well. So digestible delivery, slow and digestible delivery. The last point is again a repetition of the same, that is on remembering and absorbing the knowledge. Let's suppose if you watch a video and then you make your own notes, and then you go through those notes again, and then you remember that. So this is a complete process. But what if the video itself contains all of those segments of learning process? The video should be complete. It should have the notes as well. It should at least to some extent make you remember that as well. And you will see that in this, the pictorial form of delivery will come as the main tool. So these are some of my ideas, and I intend proceeding on this. In the meanwhile, if you have some better idea, you want to help me, you want to give me some tips, please do so. Write comments, I'll read your comments, and hope that I and you both can gain as much as possible from this experience. Thank you very much. Waiting for your comments. Thank you.